Hey there, we're gonna go with that angle because of the picture. So we're gonna do that angle there. Selective Collective, this is Kim here today. I'm gonna talk about angels. We're gonna specifically talk a little bit about Metatron, but what I wanted to give was my personal experience, how I view angels in my life, what they mean to me, and then we're just gonna get into some different stuff regarding that. I did get 2 cards last night that came out. They came out when I was trying to do something for me, but then I felt like I needed to leave them on the desk overnight. And then I started to do this reading and I saw these cards and I was like, it's probably for you all too. So that's why I left it out, and that's why it's pre-pulled. So it was pulled last night. And I basically asked what's to come. Okay, so I got the rainbow, the wish granted, serendipity, blessing, patience pays off, abundance, hope, good luck, patience, promise, godsend, creation, manifesting wealth, prosperity, perfect timing. Then I got the star card. So, and it came out with the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups and the star together are both the 2 cards in the whole tarot where you could say wishes granted. So that's important to remember. So I guess what I want to talk about first, and so if that interests you, then stick around and we'll talk about angels. This was the last angel that I drew recently. It's not necessarily a finished drawing, but that's the angel. Look, she has thin hair, barely there like me, so that's interesting. I had to do an accurate depiction of my hair and something, so I applied it to the angel. Anyway, all right. So all jokes aside, what do angels mean to me? They mean, oh, wow. Angels are my comforters. Angels are a group of beings that I feel like at most times I'm connecting with more than anybody else. Actually, anybody else. I rely kind of heavily on my angels. I really do, because they are what I've always called upon ever since I was like young and through my adult age. Angels have been in my life to comfort me. They've made it very clear they're not here to fix things that are designed struggles or dilemmas by my soul in order for me to learn something. And so yes, they care about your happiness. They care about maintaining your truth also. And there's some sort of truth we come into here where I just feel like it's an understanding with me, like it's a claircognizant and knowing that there are some things that they cannot intervene in, and those could be the situations where you feel stuck. Okay, and but in between time, they're going to help you with the tools to be able to overcome any challenge. They'll help you with that. Sometimes they are able to completely change a situation if it's just something that's not, you know what I said, meaning like something that you agreed you could get help with in a certain way. They help with healing, all kinds of things. When you're ready for healing, they will help you with healing yourself. They will give you signs and synchronicities that make your heart light up, that give you hope, especially one if you ask for them. I feel we do this kind of without saying it out loud sometimes, but you know, if you do, it's something very powerful or potent in asking for signs and synchronicities. They like doing that. They're your main cheerleaders. I found they're your main cheerleaders. They can help guide, comfort, and protect you even in situations where that might be the only energy providing some unconditional love. They also provide tough love in that sense of not being able to completely intervene all the time, not being able to solve the problem for you, but helping you get there. Angels for all different kinds of things. How do I know that they're there? I guess it's just a feeling, but also I get some real physical things sometimes. So Yeah, well, let me give you an example of because I'm a normal human being, and if I'm having a day where some kind of thought is running through my mind of, oh, I really can't take this anymore, or I don't think I can handle this, I don't know, anything to knock down my confidence, or just anything like that, I will start getting tingles in my crown chakra area, and almost an urge to feel like, oh, maybe I need to cry now. Feel like I need to cry just for like a sadness of even thinking a thought that could be going against my mind and your divine nature and your ability to find hope and faith and light, like in every situation. So when that happens, it's like a woof. If I say, I need you angels right now, I need to be comforted, this is a bad situation, say if you're, I don't know, say it's just a bad situation that you may be in, and maybe somebody else is acting a certain way, you can't handle it, you can call on your angels and ask for protection. You can literally feel a warmth of like being hugged. I suspect they probably are. I'm sure some people can see them. I have not seen anything. The closest I've come to visualization of angels, what I can draw, or in my dream. Yeah, in my dreams, Archangel Gabriel came to me. In a cartoon. In a cartoon, that was what the image was supposed to be for me, and it just made me think that I must be in tune with my inner child for them to know that that's how I would receive it the best. So because I laughed, it was like Tinkerbell coming down from the sky in a very cartoony way. And anyway, yeah, okay, so other than protection and feeling loved, feeling like you are safe and you're always guided to the right things if you want to be. It is everything's this free will, this free choice, and they're still by your side. That's that unconditional love is no matter what, they are still by your side. So I'm going to read something from the book of Enoch, which is the as you know, the angel Metatron. Metatron is the scribe. We know him as the scribe, the information holder. Metatron's cube. This book, it looks small. It is small, really, but it's almost like reading Shakespeare when it comes to, you can break some stuff down a lot, and there's some hidden stuff in here that this book is based on Enoch's vision. Okay, he did such a good scribing as a human that God took him up in a chariot of light, and he didn't have to feel death. Like, he went straight up. He was that good. Like, he was that good at what he did, and then he's tasked, to keep up with the information and to scribe here on Earth. So I'm going to read a little section of it. I might go through some of the other stuff because, we're talking some strange things here, like portals being described that go to different dimensions at certain parts of the Earth. This is an interesting book. It's very interesting. And to me, it's more interesting when you take just one little piece and you could probably figure that out and write your own book on it. Than it is the whole story itself actually doesn't capture me as much as the small chapters do. So yeah, so I was guided to this, so we can pull in Archangel Metatron for sure to help guide us during this message, adding anything that maybe he wants to add to it. If you're contacted by Metatron, if you just feel a pull, that might be a way of having contact. If something comes up to you, you just have a pull, and it may be a call to scribe, to reader, writer, author. It may be calling you to information somehow. All right, and so the one I'm going to read is short, so don't fret about that. It's not too long, but you'll like it, I think. So this is the book of Enoch. This is when Metatron was a human, and he has these visions, and he writes them down, detailing lots of different things about what he sees in the realms of heaven. Okay, that's really short. There's a lot of different stories also in this book too. We've heard of the Nephilim and things like that. Yep, that would be, this book would tell you a lot about that. So, but what I have is chapter 42, and it says, wisdom found no place where she might dwell. Then a dwelling place was assigned to her in the heavens. Wisdom went forth to make her dwelling among the children of men, and found no dwelling place. Wisdom returned to her place, and took a seat among the angels. The unrighteous went forth from her chambers, whom she sought not she found. Whom she sought not she found. And dwelt with them as rain in a desert, and dew on a thirsty land. Beautiful. Beautiful. When I read this, I was like, yep, this is it. This is what the collective reading is going to be about, because wow. So wisdom. Okay, we'll define wisdom here. All right. The definition of wisdom, let's just do the basic one, is the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. Maybe the quality of soundness of action or decision with regards to the application of your knowledge and experience all kind of put together. It can also mean a body of knowledge or principles, like wisdoms, that may develop during a specific society or period. And so with that being said, this is describing angel as wisdom. And she tried to come to earth, apparently. She tried to come to earth, but there was no place for her here. So he said, he saw there was no place for wisdom, and so they made a place in heaven for her to work. I always look at it as like Sophia, wisdom. I don't know, I always say her, but who knows? We're just going with what I feel on that. Okay, so that she went to the, it does say her. All right, yeah. So she went to the heavens, and then she came back down. But what is interesting about this is she says, I'm coming back down, like I'm trying to provide my service to people like rain in a desert. I put the dew on the thirsty land. Like I tried to stay there, but I didn't find anything hospitable. But yet I'm still, when it says here, let's see, and the unrighteous went forth from her chambers, whom she sought not she found, and dwelt with them. So she sought not. She did not really want to be there because she knew it wasn't a very hospitable place for her to be. But she found that people who were making some mistakes keep on calling upon her. And so I sought not, but then they found me. Okay, so basically, I mean, you can look at that very broadly and say, okay, well, so when we need wisdom, we can find it. All right, we can find it. We can call upon it, actually. There's a specific angel. You can call upon it. It's almost like she's saying, well, wouldn't it be nice if I wasn't just to be the saving grace in a situation? Wouldn't it be nice if I was applied all the time and wouldn't have to come down? Okay. So, and there's some quotes about wisdom. We have Socrates, the only true wisdom is knowing that you know nothing. The only true wisdom is knowing that you know nothing. I love this one. Margaret Fuller, if you have knowledge, then let others light their candle on it. If you have knowledge, let others light their candle on it. Okay? So, yeah. And then my last quote for you, and we'll pull a few cards, is Mary Curry. You know, her, radioactive is what I think about when I think, because I think she did become radioactive and died of something like that. But anyway, she's famous. So we must believe that we are gifted for something, and that this thing, this thing at whatever cost must be obtained. Goodness. We must believe that we are gifted for something, and that this thing, at whatever cost, must be obtained. You are gifted for something. You have something you're really good at. You could be able to apply your experience and into action and pass the wisdom on to others. It's this knowledge or learning about whatever it is that you're already gifted about or gifted with is important for you to keep on seeking more. I am on the belief that you take all these things that you have learned through experience, and it probably has a different value to it when you go into the heavens, or whatever you want to call it. A lot of this stuff is just parables and allegory, but it, still beautiful. Okay, so talking about gifts, we will pull from the Oracle of Genetic Gifts. Yeah, so angels are a big part of my life, all the time. I think about them all the time. They're always helping me. So, you're divine comforters. That's what they are. Divine comforters. Okay, I have life path number 5 coming out. Remember, you don't have to be a 5, but to embody this energy, it says the free spirit, Mercury. The free spirit. Oh, we have 4 too. 4 and 5. Life path number 4, the builder, ruling planet, the earth. So life path number 4 and life path number 5. Let's just do a few. Oh, we're in alignment. Oh, good. Alignment. Yeah, Ascension number 3, air, in-breath, decodes energies. To being very literal on that. Breathe in and out. To get messages. To get more messages. Downloads. Information. Meditation teacher, teach, heal, and wellness. Astrology, ancestral knowledge. Tarot deck creator, a visionary. Of course, this might be any type of art or divination through art. Clairvoyance, clear smelling. Oh my goodness, we really have alignment here. We have a 2 now. Ascension number 2, water, a flood of mental emotion. A flood of mental emotion. My goodness. Whew. YouTube platform, a spiritual calling. And my goodness. Clairvoyance, clear seeing. I don't know, but that's pretty magical in itself. That we are in alignment for what looks like to me rapid ascension. Some kind of major key points like within an ascension. So the in-breath, very important to realize the presence that lies within the breath. So it's very important to realize that when you are stuck, when you're feeling anxious, when you're just going to a new place and you're needing more information, if somebody's talking to you and you want to figure out what they're saying, you don't just listen with your ears. Breathe in, breathe out. Because you're sensing and receiving information about the energy. And it's new. It's like new. It's just, yeah, new information coming into you. Okay, ascension number 2, water, a flood of mental emotion. A flood of mental emotion, to me, would be when we are overthinking how we're feeling. This might be due to like different types of clairs too, clair abilities. As those come more online, as they get stronger, you may be overthinking, why do I feel this way? You might be just picking up on the energies that you're already conscious that you're wanting to pick up information on, but just forgetting that there are side effects to getting these downloads, this information that you're wanting. And some of the side effect can be about wondering if some type of emotion or feeling is yours, and also overanalyzing them can be a problem. I'm just seeing this related to this clear seeing, this clairvoyance. Okay, so yeah, Ascension, I've talked about the air. So air, water. This would be Ascension with our feelings, our emotions, and our brain wisdom that we have, that we get information from, that we send out information from. What am I doing? Am I pulling from this one? No, I'm not. I'm pulling from 108 deck. Let's just pull a few from the 108 deck and go from there. Makes sense with the free spirit energy. Biker, lone wolf style, impervious, nonconformist, standing up, breaking rules, brotherhood, enjoy the ride, loves freedom, moving on, outlaw, maverick, swift actions, and need for speed. Loves freedom. That's the real important part there, I think. Ballet shoes, stamina, endurance, talent, repetition, effort required, on your toes, honing a skill, laser focus, poise and grace, tread lightly, a balancing act, pursuit of the arts and expertise. Fortitude, fortress, it says fortitude, staying power, stubborn, sealed off, aloof, prepared, backbone, endure, lasting, ready for anything, unbreakable, determined, true grit, and what it takes. Oh, the urn. The urn card. Loss, death, forfeiture, grief. Closed up, bereaved, breakup. Poverty, collapse, disposes, remove, dismantle, deprive, absence, change of state, setback, oh, it's over, it's done. The symphony. Symphony, harmony, synergy, co-create, assemble, organize, structure, contribute. As soon as I said co-create, this tools card flipped out, because I said in the talking about your angels, they could certainly help you with access to tools, how to use them, to help you as you have the practical abilities, you have what it takes. You are well prepared, you can get shit done. So that definitely is coming out kind of together. 31 can mean discipline too. Your discipline, your effort. Oh. Facing what we need to face. Try to avoid fear-based thinking of not confronting a problem or an issue. The still says refinement, taste, culture, fine-tune. Something that develops over time. Trap is what it's. Don't get caught in a fear trap, I guess, is because that could stop us from developing better over time. A fear trap. Fear of facing things. Cake, celebration, ceremony, party. Can mean a marriage, a wedding, prom, birthday, awards ceremony. To honor, to remember. Oh, nice. I have happening now. The situation or event in question is occurring or happening right now. You have your crew. In sync. Working together. Forming alliances. Partnership. Go within with yoga. Balance your chakras. So you have happening now, and the happening soon card is coming out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Happening now. Nice. Okay, well, let's pull from the White Light Oracle then. Next. I'm at 24 minutes. That's pretty long. Let's say this is really hard to shuffle. Let's get one more. Bastet is on the bottom. Number 13 associated with Bastet. Deer of Delta. Deer of Delta 26 and the Sovereign Queen Maeve. The Deer of Delta is about receiving gently, not having to force. Yeah, without any force, you can overcome even the most extreme negativities. Your real nature is gentle, which is powerful in its own unique way. You do not need to become something you are not. You can confidently and effectively invoke spiritual protection from the light. You can never be dominated or bullied at a spiritual level because the real you is always empowered and protected in the light. And then number 40. Value what is sacred to you by protecting it from interference, even that which may be well intentioned. Be compassionate, but set firm boundaries. You are going to triumph over a negative situation. It will take courage, but you have more than enough inner strength, resourcefulness, and boldness to accomplish what you wish to attain. Do not give up. You have the ability to connect with higher worlds, so open your heart and mind to the light. Yeah. Sovereignty is self-possession. It's what is belonging to oneself. In Sanskrit, oh boy, Virji is self-rule. I probably didn't pronounce that right. Means self-luminous. Do not allow your destiny to rest in the hands of others. Recognize the light that is within you as your true ruler. You have the power to light yourself up with spirit. Commit to what you can do and believe the realms of the divine are working for you. Do not be dissuaded. You shall be victorious. So that's that type of encouragement that I'm saying I get all the time from. You'd think that might be all that I need, but there, like I said, there's some things that we have to figure out for ourselves. And then we have divine timing at play. And oh, there's so many things that go into all this that I don't understand, don't claim to understand at all. All right, meditate and time alone with the reflection, wellness, and rest. A lot of balance energies coming out, like with Libra. Balance yourself. Find balance. Whoa. Especially in what you love and a spiritual practice. Number 8, your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient. Oh, beautiful. And capable of achieving your ambitions. 8 representing the ebb and flow, the infinite loop of creation. I am successful. This one I really love because we talk about wisdom. And it says, I am wise. So 15, your love for others is powerful and you are able to spread your gift of support far and wide. Your curious and social nature brings you into contact with a variety of people, all who would benefit from your warm, heartfelt words of wisdom. Wisdom. And yeah, what was that one quote? It said that if you hold knowledge Allow others to light their candle on your knowledge. Knowledge is light. Your words, what is it? There's a Psalm that I can't remember it all, but it says the word is like a lamp to my feet, so guiding you, lighting the way, to light the wisdom. 77, it's time to move on from old patterns, habits, and fears. Now is the time to walk in the direction of your biggest desire and ambition. Now is the time to be bold and brave. I am brave. And it definitely has to do with this, something that we've been avoiding, having a complete ending about in our lives, something that we have avoided facing that, and being brave enough to end something that's gone on for too long. That's what I'm really getting out of that. So that's what I've got for you today. Hope you all have a nice day. If you'd like a private reading, that information's in the description box below. And I'm sending you love and light. Bye.